Hey guys, we're the Disney Duo. I'm Nash.
I'm Mel.
Today we are going to do a movie review on the movie Dumbo, live action, just came out.
Yeah.
We're going to start off with what we are thinking that it's going to be like, what are our thoughts and opinions, and then we'll check in back with you guys later, and we'll give you our full and honest review after seeing the film.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just get started.
Yeah.
What do I think? I think I'm actually, when I heard about this, I was really excited. I was like, Dumbo? Okay. But then I heard that Tim Burton was going to direct it, and I'm like, yes, man. Tim Burton would be perfect for this. It's already a depressing type of story.
It's very dark.
And to have Tim Burton's switch on it.
Yeah.
And from the previews, it looks like, I was also thinking how they can do live action when it's mostly animals.
Yeah.
What's the whole point of it? But then also I was thinking they would have to change it, and if they changed it, it wouldn't be the exact same story as Dumbo, and that's with live action. If they do the same story, it's going to be kind of boring, you know, but it would be cool to see in live action, but like what's the point of recreating the story all over again?
Yes, exactly. I think that too.
Yeah, so I think Tim Burton's going to have a different flair on it, and it's going to be a little tasting different Dumbo than the OG. I think it's actually gonna be really good. I have no like bad opinions about it. Like I don't think it's gonna be bad at all. I don't think there's anything that's gonna make me hate the movie. Like make me not like it. I'm excited. I really want to watch this. Okay, you.
I'm excited. I don't think there's gonna be a Timothy Mouse, which upsets me.
Oh yeah.
Because you only see humans in there, you don't see... I mean, pretty much in the movie, like in the Disney one, it's just Timothy Mouse talking. Because Dumbo doesn't talk, the elephants don't talk.
You're right.
So you just kind of hear humans, and then it's Timothy Mouse, from what I remember. But, yeah, I don't think they're going to have that. That'll upset me. I am excited. I think that they chose wisely, like for Tim Burton. Yeah, like she was saying, it's like a darker story, so that would be good. I am a little nervous about it, just because, I mean, I personally, the live action Alice in Wonderlands are okay, but I did not love them. And Tim Burton did those, so...
You're right! I didn't care for those either.
Yeah, and that was Tim Burton, and he ruined it, in my opinion.
I totally forgot about that. That's true. That's actually one film, I don't think, it would be cool to make it live action Alice, but you're right, it didn't turn out very well.
No. So I'm a little nervous because I'm worried that they like either might make it too dark, or in Alice in Wonderland they just made it was just too much. Like they did a big story.
Yeah.
And I was like, it didn't need to be that, you know.
Yeah.
So I hope that they just keep it kind of simple, like the movie, like the cartoon one. And yeah, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be pretty good. I'm
excited to see one of my favorite scenes when I was a kid, and also the creepiest scenes to me that actually scared me a little bit for a while was the pink elephants. Yeah. And if they have the pink elephants in this live action, like the elements of it, I'm excited to see that.
Same. I want Mr. Stork.
Mr. Stork!
But I doubt that'll be in there.
There's a lot of good scenes in there in Dumbo, and if they create, we gotta see how they make it into the film.
Yeah. If
they do, because I think it's gonna be different than the original.
Me too.
Maybe
but it might be a good different.
Yeah.
And if they did it too much, like that's what with Beauty and the Beast, they did it too much, like the original one, and it was just kind of like.
Yeah.
So maybe like a little twist would be good.
Maybe Timothy the Mouse is the little boy.
Yeah, I'm thinking he might be like a real person.
Oh.
In this, or they might have him. I just don't know.
That's true. And also, we were kind of scared of how they were gonna make Dumbo look.
Yeah.
And he's pretty cute. Yeah. The ears aren't as big as I thought they were going to be.
Same. That's what we were talking about. We saw the movie poster.
They're like average, I think.
Yeah.
This
they kind of just look like
bigger
elephant ears.
Yeah, it's just like a baby elephant with adult ears.
Yeah.
That he'll grow into.
Yeah, and then it's like...
Yeah. So we're gonna rate it before we see the movie. We're gonna judge a book by its cover. And I'm going to, out of 10, what are you gonna rate it out of 10? What would be your first?
I'm probably gonna rate it 6.
6?
For right now, because I don't know. I just don't know.
I'm gonna rate it a 7. I don't know why. I'm just excited for this. I know that some movies have bad parts and there's gonna be some things I don't like, but
yeah, I just hope that they do it justice.
Yeah.
Because Dumbo is a fave.
yes, do justice. That's a good way to end it.
Yeah.
Do justice.
Do it justice. Tim Burton, we're
Yes.
counting on you.
And we will catch back with you later with our full review after seeing the film.
Yep.
Okay guys, we're back.
Yes.
We saw Dumbo, and we saw it a week ago?
Yeah.
We saw it a week ago. And we thought it would be best if we simmered on it after we watched it and we thought about what we wanted to say in our review about the movie.
And we really wanted to watch the original Dumbo again, just to make sure we had everything clear, but
we didn't have time to read it.
So it's all from memory.
Yes. So let's just start off with what we have to review it after seeing it, and we're going to start off with the good.
The number. Oh, do you want to rate it, or do you just...
Ooh, that's good. Let's rate it.
I don't even know what to rate it.
So, we rated it previously. You rated it 6 and I rated it 7.
Yeah.
And after seeing it, I'd probably rate it... Guys, after the movie, this is how we are. Ready? We're going to the movie like this. And then the movie starts and we're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is like cute and like...
And it progressively just...
And then we're like... And then at the end we're like,
yeah. It's about how it was.
That's our emotions of the whole movie.
Yeah.
So after, I would rate it,
I don't know what I'd rate it, but it would definitely be less than a 6. And less than a 5.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going in the more 4, almost 3 range.
I would high rate it 5.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my high rating would be 4, but I actually think for me it was somewhere in the 3 to 4 range.
That's almost half than what she...
I didn't like it.
Previously rated it.
I'm just gonna say I didn't like it.
Guys, I was so excited for this movie. Yeah. And I know Tim Burton, like, I love him, but sometimes he does overboard, and sometimes he doesn't do enough. And I feel like we can't start off with the bad. Let's just start off with the good.
Yeah.
So the good. You start with the good.
A lot of the good. Okay, there was one good. Dumbo was very cute. The way they did Dumbo and Mrs. Jumbo, and they were very good. Dumbo... every time we saw Dumbo, we're like, oh,
he's so cute.
He was very cute.
They did
Dumbo was
perfect with Dumbo. I was afraid of what he would look like.
Me too, but he was cute.
Watching the movie, I was like, what if we didn't see Dumbo at all until you went to see the movie? Like, when you see the previews of it, you see the shadows of him flying, or like the poster. That poster is just this shadow of him, but you don't get to see him until you see the movie, and then you'd be even more of a surprise.
I think
to see him.
that would have made it really good too.
Yeah,
that was a good idea.
Yes. But he was so cute. They did good, and we were afraid that he was gonna be weird.
Yeah, he was gonna look a little weird. But no, I thought for Dumbo, they did very good with how he looked.
Yes, that was good. Dumbo was really good. I was really afraid. The also thing that I do like that, okay, so the bad Tim Burton stuff, but like I'll skip that. The good Tim Burton stuff that I could actually see that it was actually Tim Burton who directed this, not any other person, just Tim Burton, was the costumes and like the time period, the colors that he chose for the time period, all the costumes, and when they were walking into the bad guy circus, amusement park type thing. Yeah,
that was really cool.
And all the clowns and stuff. That was cool. I like seeing that. I thought it was going to be really good because the time period it is in. I love seeing movies in that time period. Yeah. And if Tim Burton and that time period, that would be so rad. And it was good. Yeah. For that.
So another like good thing, but it's also kind of a bad thing. How Dumbo gets his name. So I thought that was kind of a nice touch. How like the D, right?
Yeah, it was like Baby Jumbo, and then
Baby Jumbo. Yeah.
And then the sign flipped.
Yeah,
like
and
Dumbo.
Dumbo. Yeah. I thought that was good, but also Disney keeps doing that with Beauty and the Beast and a lot of the newer ones where they answer questions that like don't even need to be answered. Yeah. That's true. So that's what I thought about. I'm like, okay. They're like kind of answering like, how did Dumbo get his name in this one? But like, honestly, that's not something I care about.
I feel like they could have done the same thing in the original. They're like, oh, he's dumb. Dumbo. And then a kid could have been like, look at his ears. He's dumb looking. Dumbo. And just done that. You know? But
I don't actually remember what happens in the original.
Oh. I think a kid calls him dumb. That's like, Dumbo.
Yeah,
and
I thought because his ears come out because he's in the little baby thing, and then his ears pop out, and yeah, you're right. But that was good enough, and they could have just kept that. Like they put too much effort into like a little thing like that doesn't. Who cares? And not enough effort into literally everything else.
Yes, and then I gotta say about the actors, the only actor that I thought did good and played his part as best as he could and was giving the good lines and gave the perfect amount of emotion and the right...
I know who you're gonna say.
Who had emotion in the film was Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito did do a good
He
job.
was, and Michael Keaton, like, he could have, if them together, they had a good chance. They had a high chance to do as much as they could with those two guys together because those are the legends in the film, you know?
Yes.
And they didn't do very much with Michael, but Danny...
No, I didn't like Michael Keaton's character. Okay, we're talking about bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, Danny DeVito. Good.
Danny DeVito was really good.
Him.
He was the best actor of the whole thing. Him and Dumbo, those are basically the two things I liked, and the costumes. That's the only thing that I actually liked.
Costumes too. Costumes were good. And it was really, like, it was a pretty film.
Oh, and I guess... with the music, we'll get into the bad, but the only good music, I guess, poor Danny Elfman, I was so excited. The only way that we were like, how are they going to incorporate all the songs? But they didn't really incorporate the songs. The one song they did incorporate was the Baby Mine. And that was good. She was singing.
How they did it. And it makes sense because he goes to visit Jumbo, and it's like, okay, how could they add in Baby Mine here?
Yeah.
And they're all just singing around like a campfire. But it was nice.
That was a good way
to do that.
Yes. Is there any good left?
No.
That's all the good that we have. That's all the good we have. Okay.
I don't have any good.
Don't think, like, we don't hate this movie. It's a okay-ish movie.
I don't hate it. But I'm gonna say I didn't like it. It wasn't enjoyable to sit through. It was really rather boring.
Too long. Let's talk about the sitting and enjoying. The original Dumbo was 1 hour and 4 minutes. This one was double its time. 2 hours and like something.
It was very long. And boring.
Yeah, the story that they focus on, we're doing in the bad,
the
story,
so the bad.
Their story, they could have done really good because they had, like, I mean, the story was average, but they got too fast and, like, all of a sudden the emotions that they had were so quick, like the trapeze girl, she was all of a sudden about the little kids, but you didn't get to see their relationship grow, and same with the dad. The dad's like, I'm back from the war. Yeah. And the girl's like,
true,
the kid's like...
You just meet the trapeze girl and the dad, and, like, you know they're gonna end up together, but you never really see it, and then, boom, 10 minutes later, they're, like, in love.
And then when the boy runs to the girl, he's like, and she's hugging him, and we're like, where did that come from? I thought they just met each other. Yeah,
you don't really get a good idea of, like, how much time passes.
Yeah.
Or even if, I don't know. Maybe we just didn't notice, but it's just, the pacing was really weird, I think.
The story, they focus on showing Dumbo, like, just flying rather than getting those little parts that they could have made, like, a better story with the dad falling in love with the trapeze girl and the girl with their mom being gone, her being her mom now, getting the mom relationship, and then Dumbo learning that's not a science experiment. No, I'm telling you, that's no science, but then that, we'll get into her later. Yeah. But then, like, and then Michael, like, he could have been a good villain, but all of a sudden, like, he was just all about the money. Like, we get that, but then the little kids probably won't get that. And I feel like little kids would get bored at this.
Yes, so that's, like, a point we were talking about. There didn't need to be a villain in this movie. Like, sure, the people at the circus in the original Dumbo were very mean and, like, cruel to the animals and stuff. That's about all the villain you need. You don't need some big, like, mean circus guy trying to take over everything. It just made it very... Like, I don't know, it's a thing we see all the time, and just didn't make it interesting.
And then when his plan was falling apart, like, it was not, like, he could have done so many things to stop that from happening, to stop, like, Dumbo and all that stuff. They planned it really easy to get Dumbo out of there, and all of a sudden, like, they figured out all these plans, and I feel like he would know what to do to not make this happen. Yeah. And all of a sudden, everything was on fire. Yeah. Like, he didn't even try, he just stood there.
It was much... Yeah.
If you're the villain, you try to make your plan work.
Exactly.
Not just stand and watch.
Like, yeah. But true, the little kids watching this movie, they wouldn't understand. Yeah. Well, I mean, them too. Yeah. But little kids watching this movie, they would just be like, oh, business? This is really boring. Like, it was boring to us as adults. It's supposed to be a kid's movie, a family movie. Little kids would have no idea what's happening. If I had a kid, if I took, like, my 4-year-old to this or something, they'd be like, they probably would have fallen asleep. It was very boring. I'm sorry. It really was.
Yeah, they focused on the wrong parts of I feel like
they did.
I don't know if it was a choice that they made, but from viewing from us, we wanted to get to know the characters' relationships to build a story, and they just focused on parts that didn't make the story, and they're like, oh, we forgot to do this. We had to add a little clip of them hugging each other, so you see that.
So you know that they're together.
Yeah.
In the thing before we saw Dumbo, I said how I wanted it to be like, oh, maybe they should do a different little twist on it and make it their own thing instead of the original Dumbo. But after having seen like a new twist on it, I don't like it. And I feel like they should have just made it more like the original. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I think their new twist...
A little more like it. Like, maybe not completely, but the new twist was so far away from the original Dumbo that it just made it... It's like you're not watching Dumbo. It's a completely different story.
Yeah. I kind of agree with her. I feel like they should have done it mostly like the original, or this one, they focus on the parts of the story that they missed out.
Yeah. Because
you just don't feel connected to it. You just think Dumbo's cute, which is cute, and he's a big part of it, but there's also a lot of other characters that you have to grow and get the story. It's not just him flying, like, just to see his mom. There's a lot of other things that they incorporated that they didn't show in the story.
Yes. It's because, that's what it needs, emotion, right?
Yes.
Well,
Dumbo is a sad story, okay?
It's supposed to be sad, and there should be a lot of emoting.
Yes.
There should be a lot of it, because you're supposed to feel... I didn't cry in the movie.
No! Dumbo was so cute. The way they animated Dumbo, I was afraid that he wasn't going to show emotion, and like, because he can't talk.
Yeah,
and they
Dumbo
did good.
Made me cry.
But all the characters around, the actors, they were the ones that had to bring the emotion since he's an animated elephant.
Since apparently now, it's not about Dumbo. They had to make it about this, like, real-life family.
And none of the actors had any emotion. The only emotion was Danny DeVito. He's the only one that I thought did good, that showed it. Like, he's all in it being the ringleader. That's all him. He had to be in the circus. He did it all. He did his jokes.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the kids, because the kids
and
were the main with Dumbo.
I know. I don't want to be mean because they're kids.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to sit here and be like,
and
kids,
we don't know
terrible.
If it was a style choice, like, that's what they wanted. We don't know if Tim wanted them to act that way.
But if it was a style choice, I'm sorry, it was a really, really bad style choice.
Oh my gosh.
They needed emotion. Like,
that
anytime
girl.
anytime something sad would happen, they're like,
the boy was better than the girl.
Yeah.
But the girl
was like the main kid in it.
Yeah.
And she showed absolutely no emotion. Her face was like this literally the whole time.
Dumbo flies. You see her smile probably like twice.
And when she does smile, it's like...
Yeah, Dumbo's flying. I just have this elephant flying in front of me.
And I like to bring up this point where like Dumbo's way up high, like on this one thing, you know, and he's supposed to be flying, but he like slips, and they don't know if he's gonna fly or not, right? Yeah. So he could just fall to his death. The two kids walk up and they're like, or they just look up. They don't do anything. If it were me, and I had trained that elephant, and I cared about this elephant, I would be freaking out.
They brought, like, it's science, and then, I get the part where, like, you know, she's like, I don't want to be in the circus, I want to be a scientist, but, like, she showed no emotion like that. She's like, I don't want to be in the circus, I want to be a scientist. Okay, then show me the science that you want. We get it.
Yes.
But where's the science that you're earning to learn to be a scientist? Like, that's okay, but you just say it, and you don't show it. You don't show the story, you don't show it.
I mentioned that. Yes, how I was mentioning that, and I said how a lot of people, like, it's happening now a lot, where, like, the woman wants to be, like, sciencey, right? And that's fine. So, like, they did that in Beauty and the Beast. She was the inventor. Dave did that in The Nutcracker. The little girl liked to invent things. She was into physics.
Yeah.
And in this, I would have been, like, it would have been fine if she said, I want to be a scientist. And then you see her actually do, like, things that are sciencey. You don't see her do a single thing. They just wanted to make the point that she wanted to be a scientist. So she just says it, and that's all you see.
And then when she says science, like, I'm not a scientist, but when she's trying to train Dumbo to fly, she holds up 2 flags. Okay, that's not a science. That's not showing us enough science, okay?
Yeah, like in the Nutcracker, the new one, she's like doing physics experiments and like showing her brother.
Yeah.
And like Belle at least makes a washing machine and stuff. Like they're doing things. Nothing happened in this.
The movie fell because I think of the choice, or if there wasn't a choice, the girl, because she had no emotion. And if you're with Dumbo, like, she had no emotion, and so you didn't feel connected to anything because she didn't show the camera. She didn't express it.
Yeah, that's what you gotta emote.
The little boy was way better than the girl.
And then
still, not enough motion.
Still, yeah. And then one time you see her cry, it's literally the tiniest little tear, like right here. And it isn't, you know how like when people cry you get that crying face?
Yeah.
No, there was no crying face. Her face was like this again, and there was one tear here.
Yeah.
And then she runs off.
Yeah. She's like this. That's, I don't understand.
Yeah. They could have cast someone who really, and again, maybe it was a style choice, but you don't do that. For a story like Dumbo, there needs to be some feeling in it.
Yeah, because Dumbo's sad, and I feel like that's what they made it too happy. They made it too happy of a story.
Too happy,
and it didn't
no
bring
emotion.
The nostalgia of Dumbo.
No,
okay.
it absolutely didn't. I wasn't thinking of the original Dumbo at all, or I kept trying to, and then all I could think about was how different it was from this one that I'm watching now.
Yes, it's good to bring, you don't have to do exactly like Dumbo, but you need to bring out the aspects of what Dumbo the movie was like. Like, it's a sad story.
Mm-hmm.
So this, I mean, you can make it happy at the end, which Dumbo was happy at the end, kind of-ish, you know?
Yeah, kind of.
But just, it's too happy, and Tim Burton directing it, I was so excited because he can go a little extreme sometimes, but I feel like there's nothing of Tim Burton. I feel like anyone could have directed this movie.
And you wouldn't know.
We wouldn't know. There's no Tim Burton. The only Tim Burton I saw was in the costuming and stuff. That's the only part I saw Tim Burton in. And it kind of the way they animated Dumbo is kind of Tim Burton-ish.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see him, and I am the one... I know people don't really... They love him or they hate him, or they're like, ugh, with Tim Burton, especially since he's with Disney. I thought Dumbo would be a great story for him.
Same. I was actually looking forward to Tim Burton directing Dumbo because
we were talking and we thought the Disney stories that would be good for Tim Burton are Dumbo,
Snow White,
and
Pinocchio. And Pinocchio would be really good. But they already messed up Dumbo, so I don't even want them to touch Snow White and Pinocchio now. Like, I don't. And the remakes just are getting worse and worse.
I'm gonna say that. It's okay.
Because it's true.
I was so excited. We were excited to watch this. Let's talk about the music.
Oh yeah.
Danny
That's
Elfman,
a good point.
Nothing. It doesn't even sound like Danny Elfman. The only, the beginning I kind of saw it. And the one thing that I was mostly disappointed in is when you think about Dumbo, like you see little clips of Dumbo, what do you see? You see him up on the ladder in the circus.
With the clowns.
And then you see pink elephants. And the pink elephant scene, nothing. I'm sorry, but that's the scene that I was most excited for. And you see him, like, I understand he gets drunk and, like, you know, but, like, you could figure out a way, and you see him as balloons, and everyone just sees it as, I mean, not balloons, bubbles. Everyone sees it as regular bubbles, but then Dumbo sees it as pink elephant balloons. That was really cool. Well, they could have done something, but there was no pink elephant music, only barely.
Yeah, so, the music, no. Well, back to the music for a second. We were talking about it, and, like, you know how there's, like, major movies where you hear the music and you think of that movie. So like Harry Potter, maybe, if you know, you hear the Harry Potter music, you know what it is. Or you hear, like, I don't know, like Monsters Inc. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just
Toy Story. You
just know.
You know what?
Or like something from Cinderella.
Titanic.
Or whatever. Yeah, a lot of the music in Dumbo, or Pirates of the Caribbean, that's a good one too. Yeah, Dumbo, it could have just been, it's just any music. They put in a little bit of like a Baby Mine, of course, and a little bit of like, they scatter a little bit of the music throughout, but not enough. So most of the time, it's just like boring music, just like generic music.
And I was so excited. Danny Elfman, he's high end, and it was just, I think I was expecting too much out of this. And I don't think I would be as disappointed if I wasn't expecting so much.
Same. And I didn't mention pink elephants either. Yeah, I know that they probably wouldn't do the original because, like she said, he's drunk. He drinks and then he sees, like, the pink elephants. But yeah, they didn't do anything with that. They didn't do anything. And it's really awkward to watch because you just see, like, the bubbles and Dumbo staring at them, and then Michael Keaton is like, pink elephants.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's just really weird, and it was, I don't know.
Our expectations were too high for this.
Yeah.
Mine were higher than yours, because I was...
Yeah.
Man, guys, we were like this, and it ends like this. Sucks when it disappoints you, because you know that they worked really hard on the movies, and they took their time in editing and all that stuff to try to please everyone. And it's just hard when the people that are excited for it are disappointed, but then other people are excited because that's what they wanted. Yeah. So it's just, whatever your preference is, it was a okay movie, but to us...
You might like it, but since I love the original Dumbo, like, they don't... Yeah. You see a stork, but do they have the song, like, Mr. Stork? No. Yeah. They don't. You just see a stork and you're like, okay, well, I hope that they saw the original and actually get that. And they have a little bit of Casey Jr. And, like, a little bit of Baby Mine. It's, like, a totally different story with, like, sprinkles of Dumbo.
Yeah. Timothy Mouse.
Oh, yeah, Timothy Mouse. Yeah. That's the whole thing is about Dumbo and Timothy Mouse is just nothing. Oh, one more thing I forgot that's bad that we didn't mention. The feather.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that was
all
weird. All
he's supposed to do is hold the feather. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do.
Yeah.
But he sucks it into his trunk and like, sneezes it back out.
That's okay until you see him suck up an entire hat.
Well, is it okay,
like,
though?
What?
Because, like, why? Why does he need to suck a whole feather into his nose? It's just weird.
So, yeah, it was disappointing. And I don't know if Tim Burton really, if this is what he wanted it to turn out like, or if there was a lot of stuff that Disney didn't want that he wanted since he works for Disney now. And I don't know. I feel like it was too much happy Disney. And Tim Burton's like, let me try. And then no, or Tim Burton's like this, and it just... Because I don't understand why they have to make all these movies all in 1 year. They're not taking time to make it a high quality Disney movie. Cause
no, they're just not taking the time. They're just rushing it all, I feel like. And you need to find the absolute perfect actors and the absolute perfect story. And
so the actors again, let me just say that they bring that up. The actors, Danny DeVito, I think they casted good characters in this. The only one that we didn't like is the main girl, the kid. The boy was okay.
I didn't mind him as much. Yeah. He showed a little more emotion. But also, like we were saying, it's mainly like the girl that you see. So
I would have recasted the little girl child to someone different, and then put in more effort in the story of learning about them. Because like Colin Farrell was okay.
Yeah, the girl trapeze artist, she was good. Okay. Her acting wasn't bad. It's just that again there was like no emotion there.
And all the circus actors, they were good. Yeah. And they were cute. And then the villain guy that was like in the very, very beginning before he got buried and trampled and all that stuff, he was actually pretty evil. He had the evil look. I forgot to say something about the other characters. When Michael goes up to like the tower, and
that was funny.
We laughed out loud when they had this one guy. He's like, "But you blow the surge, sir." That was like overacting, but it was funny to us because he was a cute little kid. But yeah, I would just replace the girl and focus more on their growing to know the characters more, because it's not like they didn't do a bad job. No, it's that they didn't show it.
Yeah, I would have recast the girl. The little girl. And like I was saying, the dad and the trapeze artist, they were both good actors. But you didn't get that connection. Like, if something happened to them, we probably would have been like, oh.
Yeah. Anyone could have died in this, and I would have
been like, okay. Same. Except Dumbo. That actually might have gotten me.
Yeah, Dumbo I probably would have done.
But yeah. So,
do you have anything else to say?
Probably.
We were kind of yelling at the camera a little.
I don't care. It made me mad.
Yeah.
And I know we like want to be like, I really like it because it's Disney.
It's hard when you are disappointed.
It didn't live up to the expectations. Disney, make more like Christopher Robin. Make more like Mary Poppins.
Yes.
Stop what you're doing.
Rushing.
Stop what you're doing elsewhere.
Stop and
focus on those two movies like that. They're very heartfelt, very good actors.
Get the right points of nostalgia.
Amazing. The music, so good.
Yeah.
Everything else, Mary Poppins, Christopher Robin, over here. Yes. Everything else, you kind of dropped the ball.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You did.
Everyone's gonna hate us. Sorry.
We're sorry, but we're not sorry.
I'm not, because you can't just like everything Disney dishes out just because it's Disney. I love Disney, but the live action ones have just been a little, you know, they just don't quite hit it.
If they would have taken their time, Dumbo would have been this year, next year, and we still have Toy Story coming.
And where's Mulan? I've been waiting
next year.
Okay, I've been waiting for that. They said it was 2018. It's 2019.
I've
been waiting for Mulan for years, and if they mess that one up, it's over.
You're done.
It's over. They cannot mess up Mulan.
If Mulan's bad, she's done. So that's what we all gotta say about Dumbo.
Yeah, if you liked it, cool. That's okay.
Yeah.
If you like it. We just didn't.
Yeah, that's fine. If you like it, that's good. It's good. I think Dumbo has a high rating, but then it also has a bunch of low ratings. It's like this with people. You don't know if it's good or bad.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Dumbo's one where you either like it, or sorry, you either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't want to say hate.
Yeah.
But it's not good.
You love it, you hate it, or you just don't care about it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
At all.
And we wanted to care so bad.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah. Sorry, we probably just rambled your brains off. You probably clicked out way long ago.
10 hours ago. That's fine.
Yeah. If you agreed with us, then write it down below.
Yes.
Say,
if not...
I've only seen one video of a person saying that the one girl had no emotion, but everyone else has been saying it's okay.
No. It wasn't okay.
Yeah, so write down below if you agree with us, or if you disagree, give us some points of what you disagree with, because then maybe it'll change our thinking.
Yes.
And we mix them together. And
or if you know if it was a style choice, let us know. And so like obviously that style choice didn't work for us, but like tell us why you think it worked.
And I know that Tim Burton kind of does that no emotion sadness in some of the videos,
yes,
some of his movies,
sometimes,
but it works.
But for Dumbo, it's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
You need the emotions.
Dumbo's emotional.
Yes.
Yeah. So
let us know.
Yeah. You can like, comment, subscribe, and become.
You could be our guest.
Yes. And that's all we gotta say.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. That's all. We're the TheDDisneyDDuo guys. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
I gotta hit that string. You better watch it.